Shaft, the confusingly titled sequel to Shaft, which came out in 2000, which was a remake slash sequel to Shaft, which came out in 1971. And again stars Samuel L. Jackson as John Shaft, Jessie Usher as John Shaft, and Richard Roundtree as John Shaft. It's not as confusing as it sounds, I promise. So John Shaft Jr., played by Usher, works as an analyst for the FBI, and when his friend is murdered, he turns to his absentee private investigator father, played by Jackson, to find out who killed his friend and why. He's not cool or confident, he's very polite and reasonable, but it's mostly that he doesn't act like his father, like walking into oncoming traffic and beating people up and shooting things a lot, and that's where the comedy comes from. Just watching Jackson do his badass motherfucker thing while this guy watches in disbelief. It's a clash of personalities movie with a bit of fish out of water thrown in, with Usher being subjected to the Harlem underworld and even just Harlem life in general for the first time, and it all works okay. It's an action comedy, but the action isn't all that great or memorable. It's pretty standard. The humour is the best part, and it almost becomes a parody of Shaft as a character. Not going so far as to cross over into 21 Jump Street levels of ridiculousness, but it comes pretty close. Jackson's a lot of fun in the part, and I'd say that he's the main reason to watch the film, but Usher is not very good. He's trying to play like a sensitive, uncool, nervous type, and he's just not good at it. Once he gets his confidence in the later scenes, it becomes really apparent that he's more comfortable playing that part. I just never buy his stuttering, bumbling affect, and there's a scene where his character is drunk, and it's some of the worst drunk acting I've ever seen. He also has no chemistry with his love interest, played by Alexandra Shipp, which doesn't help because their romance is criminally underdeveloped. Richard Roundtree shows up too as Jackson's father and the original Shaft, and he's fun, but he's barely in it. Yeah, that's right, I said that Richard Roundtree plays Samuel L. Jackson's father. Why would that be strange? He arrives in the story for like the last 20 minutes. I mean, this shot is the final shot in the movie, and that's pretty disappointing, but it did make me want to see them make another sequel. I remember seeing the 2000 film Shaft a long time ago, and this is very lighthearted compared to that. There's not much weight to this film like there was in that one. It touches on themes of Islamophobia and veterans who become alcoholics and drug addicts when they come home, and gun ownership, but it just uses them as plot elements without having anything really to say about them, which is fine. I'm just trying to get across what kind of tone this thing has. But I liked how there was no social justice crap. The movie's just casually comprised almost entirely of people of colour, and it's not a big deal. It isn't about racism or Black Lives Matter or something like that. Actually, maybe it means something that the only two white guys in the whole movie are assholes, but I don't really care. I think that the message of the film should only be applied to the actual story in the film, because a lot of what Jackson says and does is portrayed as the right way to do things, and it's fun, but it's horseshit in the real world. Like when he insults his son's pretty incredible apartment for being lame. I don't think there's a single person watching that scene who wouldn't love to have that spacious, modern, clean, tastefully furnished, New York City based apartment for themselves. I think I would have liked it more if the father and son had learned from each other. Like the son would have learned to be more confident and stand up for himself, and Jackson would learn to tone down the bluntness a bit. There isn't even a hint of a theme that Shaft's way of doing things is outdated at this point. I'm going to give Shaft a C+. I'd recommend it for Jackson. He's a lot of fun, and if you want to watch something that's pretty ridiculous that you won't remember all that much in a few days, then this will do the job just fine. Just don't ask questions like, how are Jackson and Usher not arrested for multiple counts of murder by the end of the film? And did she just start liking him in a sexual way because she saw him gun down some thugs? Thank you very much for watching my review. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, follow me on Twitter @LookToTheMovies, and I'll be back with more reviews soon.